safe to say that Kyle Richards and her sisters, Kim Richards and Kathy Hilton, have experienced their fair share of ups and downs over the years on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And while Kyle recently shared an update on where she stands with both siblings at BravoCon 2023, fans got even more insight into her respective relationships with Kim and Kathy during RHOBH Season 13, Episode 7 on December 6. Watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills on Bravo on Wednesdays at 8/7 and next day on Peacock. Catch up on the Bravo app. Kim also made a rare appearance on the show, and in the process, shared a look at what her life looks like today. See what the RHOBH alum is up to and get details on her relationship with Kyle, as well as the latest on Kyle and Kathy's relationship, by scrolling below. Are Kyle Richards and Kim Richards on good terms? Yes, as Kyle, who's currently separated from her husband, Mauricio Amansky, shared on RHOBH, Kim's and my relationship is in a very good place. She knows I've been going through a really hard time and she's been very supportive this last year. Where does Kyle Richards and Kathy Hilton's relationship stand? Kyle and Kathy were not on speaking terms as of RHOBH Season 13, Episode 7. As Kyle explained to Kim while reflecting on the events of RHOBH Season 12, "I don't know how we even got here and how it got to this degree. I mean, I was having a good time with her and I only had good intentions wanting her to be in the group. I don't really even know how this happened." Kim Richards' thoughts on Kyle Richards and Kathy Hilton's feud. Regardless of what did or didn't happen, Kim urged Kyle to look at the bigger picture. "Life is just too short to fight," she said while getting emotional. "It's just not worth it. Both of you could have done something a little different, but in the moment, you don't see that," Kim continued. "And so I don't think either one was wrong or not wrong. I don't want to get into it too heavily, but we all could make different decisions. And everything is a lesson." Kim Richards and sister Kyle Richards hugging during The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 13 Episode 7. Photo. Bravo. Kim also acknowledged that while you sometimes have to take a little step back, you don't want to let so much time go that there becomes resentment. What's more, there's all of their children to consider. As Kyle herself explained of Kathy in a confessional interview, "My sister and my nieces are a package deal, so if Kathy and I have an argument, instead of it just being in between us, all of a sudden, it's like, okay, then I am cut off from everybody. And that's for me the hardest part, honestly, more than anything." Related, would Kathy Hilton return to RHOBH? Find out her surprising answer. This is especially the case as Kyle, Kathy, and Kim's kids are having children of their own. "When I think about all the time we are losing right now with babies coming into the family, we would normally all be together during these times," Kyle said. "We'd all be close with all these kids like we were with our kids when our kids were all growing up. And that makes me sad." One such example of the distance Kyle's referencing? The fact that she found out Paris Hilton welcomed her son Phoenix from Instagram. Kim Richards' life today. Beyond giving some sisterly advice to Kyle, Kim also shared a few life updates, including what it's like to be a grandma to her oldest daughter Brooke's 2 children. That revelation came after Dorit Kemsley asked Kim, "What's going on? Grandbabies?" Related Kim Richards' daughter Whitney Davis was a stunning bride in a white column wedding dress then. Before Dorit could continue, Kim replied, "That's really pretty much it. I really haven't left the house since lockdown. Fortunately for me, I started using that time to really work more on myself, and then I started coloring on the walls." Kim, more specifically, started painting murals throughout her house. Noted Kyle, Kim went through a really hard time in the pandemic. She was one of those people that did not leave her home. So, for me to see her painting and out and socializing with people, that makes me happy.